and welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the second half of the broadcast. We just wrapped up with the upper bracket quarterfinals. Now we're here with the lower bracket. Let's go. We have elimination matches as spawning in the top right hand corner of ley lines. We have the Brazilian Terran player. We have the red Terran representing Team Hellfire. It is Maffer. We almost got it. we almost got it. We almost got it. Rank number 18 in the standings, and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the Brazilian Terran player, the other Brazilian Terran, the blue Terran. It is Kamikaze for Eximius Gaming. Rank number 4. Ooh, let's go. Rank number 4 in the overall standings. You can see here the brief history between these two players. Kamikaze with 100% win rate is coming in as the heavy favorite, but if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is a gamma time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chats. Coming into this, again, Kamikaze is the favorite player. We'll see if upsets can be caused. As a reminder as well, this is not a best of 5, this is a best of 3. So shorter series. Thankfully. I'm hoping to at least get at least 2 hours sleep. I'm hoping for at least 2 hours sleep before the next cast. That is my hope. Again, just as a heads up, our next cast is in 6 hours. 6 hours from this message. And I predict the remainder of the broadcast to be at least 3 hours. I'm thinking at least 3 hours for the remainder of the broadcast, so I will have at least 3 hours until the next cast. I'm hoping that I can get 2 hours sleep. And then I should be good. I should be good to keep going for the rest of the day. Should be good. My hope is 2 hours sleep in between this cast and the May Mayhem, and then 2 hours sleep between the May Mayhem and Sparkling Tuna Cup, and then maybe 1 hour sleep in between the Tuna Cup and Euthermal 2v2 Circuit, and then maybe 1 or 2 hours between Euthermal 2v2 Circuit and the Brazilian Soccer 2 Circuit number 2, day 2. So the plan is for 2 hour sleep intervals. We can pull it off. 24 hours of casting. We'll be fine, papi. We'll be fine. Copian. Speaking of being fine, yo, shout out to Enki. Papi, el hermoso. Oh my god. El nuevo patito, papi. Ay. Enki, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? Bienvenidos. Hope you had a great stream. Hope you had a great cast. Y papi, welcome to the pond, to la familia. Este pato. Good, saludos. Good to see you. Hope you had a great cast. Hope you had a great stream. Again, for those that are curious, Enki, he is recently announced as a new CranKy Duckling, and of course is casting in Spanish, casting en español. Aquí estamos casando en inglés. Aquí estamos en inglés, pero gracias y again, ojalá que todo te fue bien. Hopefully everything went well. Hopefully you had a great time covering the first half. Let's go. Sí, un pato. Let's go. Good to see you. Yeah, we're here for the lower half of the broadcast, lower half of the brackets. Again, we have our TvT. Initially, Maffer stuck on one base, going for the high ground CC, getting to his own third CC. Maffer double expanding in the main. On the one hand, I do think that Maffer needs to double expand to catch back up economically because he's been stuck on one base. But at the same time here, it's quite greedy. We'll see if he can hold on. We'll see if he can get away with the past third base as Kamikaze is building up on 2. He's building up his tank out, building up his Ravens as well. Kamikaze known for aggression. Kamikaze known for mech in this matchup. And we'll see if we get a second factory. But now just securing himself, building up. Pato, saludos, sí, saludos. Let's go. But yes, we have a lot to catch up on, Enki. A lot to catch up on when it comes to what we can provide and what we can set up. But exciting times here. Let's go. For now, the third CC has begun for Kamikaze. Now, if Kamikaze is going to be passive, if he's going to be defensive, then Maffer will get away with this. Remember, he double expanded. He can make 3 SCVs at a time. Gonna have the extra mules as well. as he's morphing in that orbital. So far, this is paying off for Maffer. So far. The downside, of course, is the army. The army size is still in favor of Kamikaze. He has more tanks. And we'll see if that comes into play. Here we go. As Maffer does break out across the map, he does gain map control. Kamikaze likewise getting in position to expand to establish his third. To build up. Meanwhile, Maffer does delay the CC, not bad. Pulls out of the main. Does pull out, getting ready for his third. Likewise, Maffer should soon be taking his own third base as well. As I said, that Kamikaze the first to move out with all he has. Also, I appreciate that Kamikaze is going into bio. We have Stim on the way, second racks, third racks as well, double eBay. He is not making it up. Not in game one. Thank God. And nice disable. The first tank is going to get picked up. Kamikaze just shelling away at that wall. Takes down the bunker. Takes down the first tank as well. Massive pickup. And we did speak about Maffer's greed, and he has been too greedy. Everything is disabled. We get the mass auto tower, but it might just be too late. Kamikaze breaks on through. The boys are not being pulled. And without the boys being pulled, there is no defense. There's nothing at home. GG gets called, and Kamikaze snowballs out of control. He breaks through, and he will take game number 1. Whew, GG. Does take a lead in the series. Again, Kamikaze with some solo play there. We did see Maffer being greedy, cutting corners and going into a faster third, but as a reminder, because of the faster third base, he had a lower tank count. The tank count was much lower. He had a smaller army, and in the end, it did pay the price for that. Did pay the price. A solid push when it came to Kamikaze. Unfortunately, to pull off that defense, we'd have to pull the boys. We'd have to have the counter disables as well, but none of that was quite there, and in the end, Maffer was broken as we are getting into that second game. Here we go. We are getting into game number 2. Game 2 is going to be on Tokamak. Tokamak is one of the larger, more defensive maps in the map pool. So we'll see how our players do set up here. Go as we are loading it. And spawning in the top right hand corner of Tokamak, we have the Brazilian Terran player, the Red Terran, representing Team Hellfire down in the series, but moving out with a very early SCV. It's time to cheese things up here. 2 SCVs even. It is Maffer for Eximius Gaming. Sorry, for Team Hellfire. Oh. But there we go, 2 SCVs that get sent across the map. There it is. Beautiful. For the proxy 2 racks. And defending against the proxy, we have in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the Brazilian Terran player, the Blue Terran for Eximius Gaming. It is a Kamikaze. The favorite in the series. Now, gases are now being taken. This should be proxy 2x Reaper. It should be 2x Reaper here. Kamikaze back at home does open up double gas, so safe opener out of Kamikaze. What does double gas mean? Double gas means a faster factory. It also means an earlier defensive setup here, faster Hellion. And once that Hellion arrives, he can shut this down. So I wouldn't say that Kamikaze is going for a hard counter, but he just has his tools to defend. He's just playing safe, has his tools to defend. Oh, that is not 2x Reaper. That is 2x Marauder. Tech Lab is on the way. Gases are spotted. Kamikaze is aware. Yep, there we go. Double Tech Lab, a double Marauder into Concussive Shell. A bit of a more unique all-in here, or unique proxy from Maffer. It's more committed. It's more committed. Proxy 2x Reaper, you can transition out of it into a longer macro game. This, less so. You're just doubling down that much harder here. Marauders are amassing. Concussive Shell is on the way. As Marauders are building up. Building up back at home. We had the boys are pre-pulled. I mean, he's getting ready for a Reaper defense. I don't blame him. Oh my god, we just pulled the boy. Let's go. We pull the boys. We send it. The boys are being pulled. Kamikaze with a misread. Again, he's reading this as Proxy 2x Reaper, which I don't blame him. But it is not. And it looks like he will confirm. There we go. He does get eyes on the Tech Labs. He now knows it is Concussive Shell Marauders, not Reapers. He is now aware. First Hellion goes down, bunker is on, boys are being pre-pulled. Has to repair. Does have to repair. He's buying time. And does fully wall off. I wouldn't be opposed to a second bunker either. Marauders are working through that wall. Debo gets fully healed up. Let's go. GG gets called. Yeah, the full heal on the wall. Kamikaze shuts down the all-in. There was a full wall set up, and with that, Kamikaze will take the series at 2-0. GG. GG, well played. Maffer is knocked out of the tournament. Kamikaze does advance on, and he will continue his reign tomorrow in tomorrow's broadcast. GG. GG, well played. That leads us into our next best of 3. Again, when it comes to these all bracket matches, there are certain players that are favored. There's a bit of a wider skill gap here. I appreciate that Maffer went for the all-in, that he went for something cheeky. We even saw that Kamikaze misread the all-in as well, but with the full wall, it meant that the SCVs couldn't really do much. The SCVs, they could not really engage. Likewise, we also had the mass repair. We had the depot as well, the cooldown supply depot, I should say, to fully heal the wall as well. GG. Just a sole defense there from Kamikaze. Up next, the mirror matchups continue. This should also be a shorter series just because the players involved. Up next, Allison versus Victor. Let's go in a PvP. Game 1 is going to be on Pylon. Once again, we're going to be going on a very short break. And when we come back, we will have our next series. See you soon. See you soon after the break. See you soon. Bye. See you soon.